Congratulations, you've made it through the first half of the year. We've done it. Okay, this first 6 months is out of the way. I can't believe how quick it's gone, can you? It's gone really fast. Now, have you achieved your goals for 2016 so far? Are you on track to achieving what it is that you want to achieve for your golf goals? Well, I've got a great session in store for you today, and it's all about you achieving your goals. I'm not going to give you a tip. I'm actually going to show you how to achieve your goals through something that is hidden behind here. Alright, so stay tuned for that. I'll be sharing that with you very shortly. Hey there, Tiffany, the lady golf teacher, and welcome to today's, it's actually going to be a little bit of a session for you today rather than just a tip, because I'm really passionate, as you know, about golf and you achieving your golf dreams, and bringing out the best possible golfer that we can in you. So I thought it'd be really important because we've hit the beginning of July, and a lot of people want to achieve their goals, and I'm sure you're one of those as well. And there's that that thing where they want to have that consistency, or they want to have that distance, or they want to be able to focus and all that sort of stuff. But what I see with most golfers is that they just rock up and play, and there's no strategy behind actually putting it together in helping them to achieve their goal. They really want it, and I get it. You might have a particular handicap you want to achieve and so on, but it's really frustrating because it's just not all coming together and you just don't know what to do. Well, this is what we're going to do today, okay? I'm going to make sure that you're starting to achieve your goals. So what we're going to be focusing on is something that's going to help you over the next 3 months. I actually like to set things up in quarters because it gives you enough time to actually work on a specific thing. You usually find that when you're working on something, it doesn't matter if it's golf or weight loss or anything else, you usually got to give yourself about 3 months to really start seeing the results. So that's what we're going to do today. Right, so the first part of it is we need to put together a golf brainstorming exercise for you. Now I'm just going to read out the questions. You can see what it is, and guess what? I'm actually going to leave a nice free download for you of all of these sheets. But I want you to be aware of what you need to do if you really want to achieve your goals. Okay, so here's some questions out of it. What part of my game am I wanting to improve? What do I want my handicap to be? Do I need to work on specific strokes, and what are they? What do I need to practice, and where do I need to practice? Like a driving range, chipping green, putting green, in the bunker, practice out on the golf course. What do I need to be doing to achieve my handicap goal? How can I focus on the golf course? What should I be working on? And what kind of lessons should I be taking? Private, group, on course? Learning how to focus, learning how to use this stuff as well. Okay, so that's your goal brainstorming exercise. Now what we then do from that is, so that we're starting to think about what it is that we actually want. Now we have to turn it into putting it into my quarterly breakthrough goal. Okay, so as you can see, what I've got here is, you can say we've got what is my goal for this quarter, so you can write that down so you can refer to it. Why do I want to achieve it? How will I benefit from it? Because you want to look at the benefits. Why is it that you want to achieve that? Is it that you want to go into a new grade, or you want to be able to play just more consistent golf with your playing partners, or you want to be able to play a better level of golf? Whatever it is, you want to be able to not let people down in the round, whatever it may be. By achieving this goal, how will it make me feel? Or what emotions? Like, how are you going to feel when you've actually achieved that goal? Are you going to be like really excited or elated, or just feeling really good within, like fulfilled that you've actually achieved something? The role models, who's done what I want to do and how have they done it? So if you can see other golfers in your club that have achieved what you want to achieve, ask them what they've done. If you know that they're working hard at it, go and have a chat to them and say, hey, look, how have you got to this level? What have you done to be able to do that? And how can I track my progress? So I've got a little thing for you at the end that I'll show you how you can actually track your progress. Now what we want to do here is we want to then put the strategy together. So we've got the strategy and how can I get this goal, okay? and what is my current starting point. So we need to know where you are, okay? We need to know where you're starting from. So, you know, a lot of people will just go back to the handicap and refer back to what the actual handicap is, but we're going to go much deeper than that, okay? And then we want to create the strategy. So what is it, what do you need to do, okay? So you've got to put all of those things down here, and that was that brainstorming which you just saw just before. What is it that you've got to do? And you write it all out in here, okay? As much information as you can. We've got to get it out of your head onto paper, okay? All right, so then we move on. Now we're going to set it into my quarterly month-by-month plan, okay? So we're going from, say, July, August, September, and we've got week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, okay? What do you need to do in the month of July and in each week that's going to help you get closer to your goal? What are the things that you need to focus on? You might want to just improve your putting, okay? So, as you know that I talk about putting all the time, and it's about 43% of your score. So what areas in your putting do you need to work on? Do you need to work on your accuracy? Do you need to work on your lines? Do you need to work on the speed and getting the speed right? And then tracking that actual, your putts throughout the rounds, and find out what's going on, okay? So then you want to write down, well, what do I need to do in those weeks? What kind of drills do I need to do? So that you're aware, okay? This is all about creating awareness. And you want to do the same in, August. You've got your week set up, and also September you've got your week set up as well, okay? So you want to set that up as well. Now we're going to be moving on to the week by week, all right? Okay, so we're going to really break it down, because unless you break things down, like as you know, the way I teach golf, it's all about me breaking things down and simplifying things. Well, this is what I'm doing for you here. We're simplifying it so you can actually achieve your goal, okay? So again, we write out, well, here we go, my quarterly week by week plan. So there's the month, and you write the month in. And then you actually write down what your quarterly goal is, okay? And then you write down, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 out of that month. So here we are in July. And write down on each day, what is it that you've got to do, okay? Have you got to practice, or are you playing? Just so that you know what you're doing, and what little drills do you have to do in those. Okay, so if we itemize them, then we know exactly what we've got to do on what day, all right? Don't just think, oh, well, I'm going to go and practice today, and then you get up in the morning going, no, I don't feel like it. Well, you've put it down on the plan. That's what you want to do if you want to achieve your goal, okay? Now, this last little thing, I've just put a little action tracking sheet together for you. It's really, really basic, right? It's a very, very basic sort of thing. So we've got the date, and we just write the date in here. Now what you could do is you could track, say, your putts, right? So you could have putts written in the top there, and then you can just record what your putts are each time you actually go and play your comp round. What are your putt scores? You could look at, how many times you chip within a metre, when you're out, when you're playing out on the course, and you've chipped the ball in, and you've got the ball inside a metre. Well, how many times have you done that? Or, for example, how many times has your tee shot, finished in the middle of the fairway, that kind of thing, yes or no, you know what I mean? And then you can track and figure out what's actually going on in your game, because in order for you to really get the results that you're looking for, which is, people are wanting consistency, people are wanting to, reduce their handicap, well, we've got to break it down into these little processes, so that we need to make sure that you're getting the processes right, because then the score will come. I hope that makes sense. So that's what we need to be focusing on, okay? So you can look at the ultimate goal as, you're wanting to reduce your handicap by 5 shots or 3 shots or whatever, okay? Which is fine. But then how are you going to do that? What specific things, as in what specific strokes need work, what specific drills do you need to do, how are you going to track it when you're out on the course? Don't just look at the final result, okay? The final result will not necessarily tell you how the processes are actually going. It's just a score that you've written in a box. But we want to know, well, how much have you improved on your putts, from when you started? If you're shooting 40, 42, 44 putts, how are you going to get it down? What do you need to do? Okay, how are you going to track it? Start really tracking and identifying what's going on, so then you'll be able to fix it and get it better. Okay, so that's basically what I wanted to share with you today. Beginning of July It's an awesome day here too, by the way, so if you're playing golf today and you've already played, let's start putting that together. If you haven't already, let's start planning it, because I want you to achieve your goals. As I say, you get lots of tips from me and on how to do things, right, and how to improve your stroke and so on, but I'm not sure if you're really spending the time and actually working on, you know, improving your game as such with regards to setting some goals, because in order for us to achieve them, we've got to set them, and then we've got to put action steps in place. Okay, so I hope you really enjoyed that. I'd love it if you could leave a comment down below and tell me what value you got out of today, and have an absolutely awesome day, and remember, tee it high, let it fly. See you soon. Bye bye.